Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told her for a 12 for the swap. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like
It's your boy Mizzy. Hey, we here today. Break down the 8-day game. Got my boy with me. Go introduce yourself, man.
What it do? What it do? Y'all know it. I'm back again. Schooly with the news. We back. Let's talk Alabama, man. Let's do it.
Hey, man. Hey, it's starting to wrap up, y'all. You know when we start getting the 8-day games and stuff. And guys, why is the spring games not being filmed that we can watch? Like, is that secretive nowadays? That
I'm
we
like,
see all
I
these.
don't.
I was like, I could have sworn we used to watch these games.
Yeah, we used to be able to watch them. Like, I don't know. I guess everybody so
Because I'm
scared
like,
of.
now we seen the clips, guys that they put out, but it's just kind of weird. Like we couldn't just watch this game.
I'm guessing they want to get more fans in the building. You know, get more hype around. I guess
Well,
I'm
guys,
guessing.
I guess quickly, I go over a little injury updates. So, with Noah Rogers, they saying he will be out into the season. They didn't give a specific time date. Was it going to be 3 weeks, 4 weeks in the season? I hate he got hurt, but one thing he's a wide receiver in the position he got hurt. We have a lot of wide receivers, so I'm not so concerned. Like that injury is
Yeah,
coming Alabama
like
also.
it sucked because you see that he was one of the ones, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like we got a lot of them, so it's like stay back,
Yeah,
get right, and when your time come back up, do your thing.
yeah. And then guys, we got Austin Mack, dinged up. Coach DeBoer said, man, it's kind of weird because I watched some people that said they were there and watching the game, and to them, they didn't see Austin Mack hurt. It looked like he was struggling. I,
Hey,
I don't know, guys. I don't know. What you think? What you think?
I think um Kalen is trying to save face a little bit here. The world saw what I've been saying. I think you probably been saying, everybody's been saying for a while. Keelan is the guy.
Yep.
And I think um, it was put on full display and to, I guess, I don't know, try to save face a little bit, give Austin Mack, a little glimmer of hope, and maybe he can bounce back and
Mm-hmm.
see what he can do. But all they told me was Austin Mack ain't getting a starting position, and Keelan finna take us to the promised land.
Yeah, I just think, man, this if you got a quarterback that's been in the system this long, transferred from Washington with you, and you got a red shirt freshman, and if it's close, and we all know that Keelan upside is way higher, it kind of like, man, look, just gonna make the decision because one thing I was thinking about, I'm like, since Caleb DeBoer been there, this will be his third different quarterback in 3 years.
Right,
If I'm him, I want to get this guy in the system so at least I have him for 2 years, like the consistent quarterback to work with. Because, like I said, you keep switching quarterbacks every year.
right. And then with NIL, you probably could sneak in a third, the extra guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You
And
definitely
it's
could. You
like,
definitely could.
so it really, and the thing is, we've been hearing coming out of practicing and stuff that they're neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
But then watching the game, it's not even neck and neck. It's
Yeah.
you see
And,
the offense look just so much more fluid
mm-hmm.
with Keyline under center, and I mean his escapability, and I mean obviously you can tell the defense wasn't going 100%.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
but he was still making plays. The offense just looked like it was just running. He commanded it better. Looked like
Mm-hmm.
the blocking on the line was better. I saw a couple pancakes look like. So I mean,
Yep.
he's just that guy, and that decision needs to be made. And I don't think Kalen wants to make it this early.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
that's why
think too.
he's saying things
Hmm.
like that.
I think he just waiting to make it be like, man, you was right there, man. It was nip and tuck, man. You know,
Right. Yeah.
it wasn't. And then guy Austin, man, he made the good throw to Ryan, but then he threw the interception. I just see like to be in the system this long, you should have progressed more.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, he came in during the Indiana game. He was all right. Like I ain't really count that against him because like I said, the blowout. But I just think Keelan the guy, everybody knows it. And to tell the truth, man, if
Yeah.
I was Kalen, I just gonna get it over with. Be like, hey man, this
Right.
we rhyme with.
Yeah.
And so the whole team just be on the same page. We
Right.
all know
Right.
who we
Right.
rhyme with, guys.
And we got a few other guys down the pipeline that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna have decisions to make.
Yeah, Caleb boy, he gonna have to get used to just making no tough decisions, guys.
Yeah.
You can't be
Yeah.
the
And that's
friendly
been
coach.
my knock on Kalen. I feel like the tough decision. I feel like he want to be the pleaser to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that coach to say, "Hey, I don't care what nobody think. This is what I think. Make that decision."
Yep. Because man, this team, guys, it has a lot of untapped and unproven talent. It's up to the coaching staff to get everything together. But I guess, like I said, guys, we're gonna jump into man, Keyline, man. Since we didn't watch it live, I did. I know you probably watched the highlights they had cut up too. But they said Keyline was approximately 21 or 33, about 240 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. And so, like I said, great game. Like I say, but what you thought about it, man? What you thought about Keyline's
Man, I
performance?
mean, from the clips we seen, I mean, get a man a job. I don't even we don't even be talking about it no more. He like I said earlier, it just the offense just looked like it was just run way more fluid. It just,
Yep.
everything looked easy. It didn't
Mhm.
look like nobody thought about anything. They just went out there, executed.
Yep. Hmm. Man, the offense, like, one thing I tell you with a quarterback, the one thing you want to be is consistent. You could be a quarterback like, matter of fact, Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe has the Georgia game had some high highs, but when he got lows, it was real low.
Real low.
So you want a quarterback, even when he's not his best game or his worst game, he's consistent. So, like I said, watching Keelan, man, he throws NFL throws already, guys. Like the one to the
Yeah.
left corner to I think it was Sedarian snatch. Man, it's certain stuff that Keelan does that, like I say, the way he moves in the pocket. He's not just standing back there. He's moving with the pocket, walking up. So he just looks like the quarterback, and like I said, I think he was highly scouted. He looks every bit as good as we know him to be. Like I said, and I just think, like I said, Austin Mack is a good quarterback and probably could start somewhere else, but you got
Yeah.
to put the best guy on the field, guys.
Yeah. And that's my thing. Oscar can start a lot of places.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, just looking from what we was told and what we saw, I don't foresee him getting the job. I don't see it.
Yep, man. And then guys, like I said, man, I think this year the RPO will be back in a big way with Keelan. Because
Yeah.
these are, like Tennessee got their quarterback battle going on, but these are two quarterbacks that are very different the way they play. Of course, Austin Mack, he can run some, but I think with Keelan in there, that RPO will be back heavily. And I
Yeah.
like that slant. It was a slant. I think they scored in the end zone. I don't remember who it was who had caught it. You remember who? I don't remember who it was caught that.
What's the guy? That
But
one?
But I know one
No.
of Alabama best offenses. I remember when Tua, Bryce Young, the quick those, the
Yeah, and quick, and then let the receiver do the rest.
yeah, get the ball out. Like like I tell folks, look, Ty Simpson was good. Ty Simpson was lower, but we gotta admit, Ty struggled to the offense struggled to get the ball in the end zone a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a lot of games, guys, that even games we won, we should have put up 40, 50. Like,
Right. Offense is really, I mean, just fell flat for
yeah.
most of the game, and it's like, what's going on?
The offense just got too gimmicky, guys. It got too,
Yeah.
like, man, how many times we gonna put what which call name is the man the O line? What his name? I can't
What
even
was
think
his
of it
name?
right now.
Um,
But
it's
but
Friday right now. But I
but
mean,
you
come on, man.
but I'm like, how many times we gonna
Every
put
game
him in?
we
Okay,
looking
he caught
for it
one
now.
pass versus Georgia. Okay, that's good. But guys, hey, the offense, like I said, offense looked pretty good. You know, that Meadows caught a touchdown. Sedaria Morgan, Marshall, and Brooks. I didn't realize Brooks had changed his number. I'm like, nah, everybody changed their number, so they
Yeah.
throwing me off. But
Hey, Meadows, I'm
Meadows, man,
Meadows. Hey, that's one to watch right there.
yeah, and like I said, man, we seen how tough he is. That hit he took was it against Missouri. Like, man, I think this offense, like I said, it's not a shortage of weapons, guys. It's not going to be a shortage of weapons. The one position that I'm kind of wondering because I didn't get to see like was tight end. Like, I don't know what's going to be going on with
Yeah,
tight end.
I don't. I know they're high on this one. The one I can't. His name is frying me right now. But I know they're high on him, but I didn't see many highlights of him during the game. So I'm not sure how they're gonna work in the tight ends in the scheme this season. Are they gonna be more blocking? Are they gonna try to get them downfield? Which I would think would be the best option because you got 6'6", 6'7" tight ends.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And
You
guys,
got
we
six
all know,
four
we all know, like what
receivers. Like I mean, they
guys,
ain't gonna guard
we all know,
everybody.
like this year going in. What's the big topic? Are y'all gonna be able to run the ball? Are
Yeah,
y'all gonna be able? Because last year that was the worst in my lifetime. That's the worst I've ever seen Alabama running the ball, guys. Like,
yeah. That was just it was coming in with so much hype around. Thinking we gonna get back to Alabama running the football, and what was produced terrible.
and I think it looks pretty certain Daniel Hill will be the starting back, but I do think a lot of other guys gonna get carries. I like AK
AK
Gill.
Deer, yep.
I like
AK
him a
Deer,
lot.
yep.
At
I think,
Crowell, they said he been banged up something. They ain't got it been too many
yeah,
guys banged up. Y'all don't even
yeah.
practice that
He's been
hard.
hurt for. I mean, since he got there, it seemed like every.
Yeah, he had been.
So yeah, I think they need to probably sit him, let him get back to 100.
And Riley, guys. Riley, I like Riley. I
Oh
like
yeah,
Riley.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I think looking at AK Deer, I think he got an opportunity to emerge this season, man. 'Cause he looked good with the ball.
And then, guys, man, my number one player going into this season, I've been watching. I watched when we were scouting and recruiting. Man, Sedaria Morgan, guys. I
Yeah,
just got a feeling this guy is gonna be him.
yeah, yeah. He gonna turn a lot of heads. It's gonna be kind of.
Yeah.
I believe he's gonna be Ryan Williams' first year. I believe he primed for one of those.
Yep. And that's why I think it's gonna take Ryan level up because I know everybody questioning like what Ryan gonna do this year. I think Ryan will
That's
be
my
okay.
that's my player. I am excited for the comeback kid.
I think he's
Ryan
gonna come back
Williams.
and ball
This
out.
gonna
I think so.
hey he. I know he been hearing all the noise. He looked bigger. He looked faster. He looked stronger, more
Mhm.
focused. Hey, I, they gonna have to watch out this year.
Yeah, guys, I'm telling
Already now
you got
going crazy.
Meadows, and Sedarian Morgan. Sedarian, he's like 6'4", Meadows 6'5". Then you got Brian, speed guy, can do it all. Like I said, and I think of course Ryan probably will progress to this, but I think Ryan struggled a little bit too, because he probably coming from high school naturally was the X playing on the outside. And when you
Yep.
go in that slot, it's everybody, a guy most people probably don't like now, but Antonio Brown, he was so great at going inside out. Like it takes time for a player to get used to doing it because you got shorter room to work. When you on that outside, you like because when people see Ryan is great when he's just it's like his instincts take over. He hit the
Yeah,
ball in the air, he do something special, boom, spin. Like you know, like I said, short routes, you gotta be boomed up and catch. And then I like that, the catch that Austin Mack did pass him, he snatched it out of the air. He got a bad habit of letting the ball, hit his body.
yeah.
He
He's
won't.
catching with his hands. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, he focused. He is
But
focused. Even the pass that he caught from Keyline
mhm,
on the outside, and it could have been a little bit tighter from Keyline, but he still went up, made it look
yeah.
effortless. So
And
I'm
guys, I
expecting
think we
great
gotta,
things.
Bama fans, we gotta cut the guy a little slack, man. Think of being this young, this much money on the cover of college football. Like it, you the man. Like
Right.
it's just a lot going on, guys. Like
Coming
we
from
gotta understand this ain't college football back in the day when you was just going to school and you were just going to
right.
classes. You
I
were
mean,
on campus and you're a millionaire
and instant, like instant.
now.
You
Yeah.
going from high school in Alabama
Hmm.
to playing at Alabama
Hmm.
with millions of dollars instantly. Like, come on, man. And then, like I said in the other video, I mean, it follows history. History repeats itself.
Hmm.
Every one of our great receivers had that significant second year dump. I don't know what it is or why, but I mean, you just look down the line, every last one of them.
And guys, one of my biggest questions, of course, y'all already know Ryan Grubb. This is a make it or break it year for him. Cause
Hmm.
can Ryan Grubb look? Cause I was listening to one guy. He said it perfectly. Is it Alabama can't run the ball, or is it you won't commit to running the ball? Like
Yeah,
what is it? Cause
and
like
that's
I
what it
said,
seemed like. It seemed like we would have like the guys couldn't get any rhythm
yeah.
going with the ball. Yes, the line was terrible, but they couldn't get any rhythm because you running out, uh, throwing three and out. Ty Simpson
Mm-hmm.
incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. I mean, so how you can't get a rhythm to work with whatever the line's doing if you're not getting the ball? You're sent back ready to block every play or
And
trying to go
guys,
out for a pass.
it's great that Daniel Hill can squat 800 pounds, and man, we need you to run the ball. That's what we
Run the
like.
ball, break
I,
some tackles,
I like that he cut a lot of weight. I think they
get
said
off
he's
the line
around
of scrimmage.
220, 230 now.
Yeah,
Cause 250 at a running back, and see, they be lying about his weight, guys. A lot when they say 250, he probably was 260. So it's the same way,
yeah.
like I say, the old lineman. They would be like, oh man, he lost weight. He's man, that guy look 400 pounds still. 400 easy. They talking about he lost weight. So guys, like I say, man, Ryan Grubb, I do think Alabama fans have kind of got used to Caleb DeBoer now. We kind of got
Yeah,
used to his style. I tell people like we got to realize when Nick Saban was there. I don't know if people realize it. If you stayed at Alabama for 4 years, you won a championship every time since Nick Saban was there. Every
yeah.
4 years, if you stayed the whole entire to your senior year, you won a championship. So it was just like I say the level to win it was just different, guys. So we
Right.
got to give Caden the boy because, like I said, it's his
Then think
third
about it.
year.
Think about what you said. If you stayed
Yeah,
your 4 years, you got a championship. He
yeah,
don't. Kaden ain't gonna have that luxury of having people staying to their
yeah.
senior year.
It's just a new era. Like
Just
guys,
think about all the great teams we had, all the great seniors
hmm yeah,
that we
yeah. That
had.
stayed. That they was like, man, I'm coming back. Man, no guy
Alabama,
not doing that
like
nowadays.
Alabama losing 15 seniors to the draft, and you like,
Mm-hmm. What's that?
we ain't getting that no more.
And guys, right now, I see a lot of people, said Georgia one of the favorites to win a championship. Even Georgia, as much talent as they have, you see that because it's just not the same college football landscape. You're not
Right.
just going out there and just because like I said, with paying players, you're not just your roster's not just loaded top to bottom like it used to be.
Yeah.
And like I said, you
So
used to be able to. Man, if one guy got hurt, you put another guy in. That's even like I was looking at Alabama, especially this year. I want to see Alabama linebackers step back up. I kind of know what the
That's
defensive backfield is.
right.
I think our
That's
DBs.
been that's been the key, I think, to the issues on defense. We used to have linebackers that, hey, y'all get to that line of scrimmage or past that line of scrimmage, we busting your ass. Now it's like they missing tackles, they out of position, and it's always the linebackers. I'm looking, it's the linebackers out of position, or they missing the tackle, or they,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, they letting they lapsing in coverage. And it's like we need those special guys at those linebackers guys, because that's how we was getting all those sacks. That's how those guys were able to press the quarterback. Because our linebacker core was so elite. They dropping back in coverage. They attacking the quarterback as well. So we need
And
to get back to
guys,
that.
I just want to see this team get back to being physical. Like I say, last year it was certain games we just got pushed around. It's a difference to lose, but like the Indiana game, you just look out physical. Like, and
Yeah.
I know, all of a sudden people was talking about, Ty Simpson, all these injuries and man, I want no guy. I never want to hear that because if you was that
Yeah.
injured, you should have got your
You should
ass
sit
out the
down.
game.
You
Sit,
should have
get your
sat
ass out the
down.
game because
Like it don't make no sense. Now,
if you
oh,
can't,
I was hurt.
they
We
said
lost. I
they
was hurt.
said it was something with his cracked ribs. If your ribs are cracked and you a quarterback, you cannot pass the
Sit
ball.
down. You already when you healthy, you barely throwing 30 yards down the field.
So
Now
now,
you got cracked ribs.
and I don't like that, guys, because it puts in a excuse. Maybe you was hurt, but it just
Yeah.
puts in an excuse that now everything you did, we got to go back and be like, well, maybe he was hurt.
Yeah.
That's the reason
And I'm
he got
not
that interception because
and I'm not
he's
buying it.
so.
I'm sorry. I'm not buying it.
I said, sit down.
Nope.
That's what you need to do.
Get out.
Yeah, like I said, that's what you need to do. But guys, like I said, man, I I didn't catch none of the other spring games. I know Tennessee had theirs, Florida. And this year, guys, I'm gonna try to I probably me and school try to I'm gonna try to pay attention to more college football. Most of the time, I'm really primarily watching Alabama, but I
Right.
really want to Ohio State. I ain't gonna watch like I say everything now because y'all know it's 100 college football
Yeah,
games.
you watch TV all day.
But the SEC, I'm gonna pay more attention to the SEC. Yes, Auburn, we will talk about y'all being trash again.
Again.
We already know y'all gonna be
They had that same hope every year.
look,
By
look.
game 5,
Matter of fact, I should
they
have looked up
struggling to keep hope
Auburn. I should have
alive.
looked up Auburn's schedule, guys,
Hold
just
on,
to
let me
see,
look it up real quick. I got
just to see how bad. Matter of fact, just to see how, because I already know. I'm gonna let school look up. But guys, you know, one thing I say, man, with college football, I don't think you'll be able just to predict a champion every year now.
no,
I see people now they
no.
early prediction with who gonna win. I think Alabama was like 12th in the odds. But I just don't think like with college football now, you're not gonna be able just to be like, oh, well, this team got this. Man, we don't know, guys. We do not know. Like because, like I say, college football is different now. You're not gonna be able just to predict who's gonna win. I see a lot of Georgia fans like, oh man, we got the experience. We got man, look, it does not matter. I'm telling you, it don't matter, guys.
All right, let me see what these folks got. All right, their 8th day is this weekend, Saturday. First game is Baylor.
Man, why do I feel like Auburn plays Baylor a lot?
Yeah, it's been the last few years for sure.
I, I'm like, well, damn, I sure play Baylor a lot.
Baylor, that should be an interesting game. Southern Miss,
Mm.
and we got okay. I'm definitely gotta watch this one. They play Florida.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Florida, ooh shit. Florida, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Mississippi State, Sanford, then They
Y'all
rolling
get your confidence back. Y'all will score 70 versus Sanford,
yeah.
and
They y'all rolling into Brian Denny.
I already knew because they before that game they was
Yeah.
like, man, did y'all
Yeah, they
see us? We kind of we look like we were figuring out something. Like, y'all ain't figure out a damn thing. Yeah.
man, oh my God. They finna get thrashed. They might well.
Man,
Oh, so they go from Florida, Vanderbilt. They make it pull off against Florida. I think Vanderbilt gonna take it. Tennessee gonna take that for sure. Georgia for sure. LSU for sure. Well, I guess
oh yeah,
let's see what Lane gonna do. But I mean, that should be an easy win. Ole Miss, they got their quarterback coming back, so that's
man,
definitely gonna be
guys,
a
the
loss.
SEC is not. It's gonna be tough this year, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
We may have somebody, whoever went go, to playoff. It could be a team go in with three or two losses easily.
yeah. This is
Like,
gonna be. I think the way because we ain't haven't talked about Texas yet.
oh, matter of fact,
And,
before we get out here, school, look up Texas schedule. I haven't looked at their schedule,
and they saying Arch and Cam
and I do believe,
looking
guys, because
sharp.
I know I was on Arch ass last year, but I do believe with the hype dying down, that's when you play better.
Yeah,
You got more weapons around you. Now, like I said, I'm still not picking Texas to win, but Texas is talented. Anybody know that they got the money, so it's plenty of talent on the roster.
right.
Like I said,
Okay, this is interesting. All right, they start off to be an easy win, Texas State. Very next game, we're gonna have to talk about this one. Is Ohio State.
oh, okay. Again with an early game, but like I say, this
Yeah,
year, got Cam. That's a good one. That's
they
where
they
that
they
game
they
at.
ex, they ex Texas. So
Okay,
they
yeah, because they was
first
at Ohio State
yeah
last.
they first three games gonna be home games. Then they got UTSA easy win.
Yeah.
Then they bounce back with Tennessee
Yeah, that's a
at Tennessee,
we don't know how that one gonna go. We don't know.
Oklahoma
No, don't
at
know how that one will go for sure. That's like I say rivalry game.
Florida, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Missouri. They ain't
Hmm.
no pushover. LSU, Arkansas, Texas A&M. So they got a pretty, they gonna have to run through a little gauntlet there in the
Yeah,
middle.
that's what I'm saying. When you got a full
So
SEC schedule,
yeah, let me look
everybody's
up
schedule.
Oklahoma's schedule. Cause these schedules looking. You might have some 3-loss team
I'm telling you
or
guys,
three, four
it's
loss
gonna
team.
get down to them. We're gonna have another year. It's gonna get down. That people gonna be mad, angry, arguing about who should be in, who should not be in. I seen a matter of fact in a comment section the other day. I seen a Notre Dame fan. He was saying something about still whining about last year. I'm like, okay, I guess we supposed to be impressed by y'all being Syracuse by 70. So I said, we're gonna see. Hey, like I said, it's gonna be
Okay.
still more people whining.
Okay. Oklahoma. They got their spring game Saturday. Okay. The first game UTEP. Second game is Michigan.
Okay, that's interesting,
Okay.
especially
Yeah.
Michigan
So
after
that's gonna be
all last season, with all they drama.
okay. New Mexico. Game after that, Georgia. Georgia, Texas, Kentucky. Kentucky's like on pushovers.
Oh yeah.
Mississippi State, South Carolina, Florida, Ole Miss, Texas
Mm.
A&M, Missouri. This is gonna be a crazy year in the SEC.
Man, it's cool. Cause click on Georgia's schedule and see what Georgia's schedule is. Cause Georgia, they got a tough schedule this year. Cause I'm hearing a lot of the games they playing. Georgia don't got no pushover schedule, guys. Like I said, we gonna like I say, man, it's gonna be an interesting season, guys.
Yeah,
It's
this is gonna be
There's a lot of teams that go. We see it every year. That's gonna come in with a lot of hype. Some live up to it, some don't. Like who I remember, South Carolina. What's the quarterback name? I can't think of his name right now. But when they came in, he was a Heisman favorite. Like I see people putting out their Heisman favorites. I'm telling you, like
fellas.
There's a lot of people get upset.
All right, Georgia. They first game, Tennessee State, TSU, Western Kentucky, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Alabama, Oregon, Florida,
So
Ole Miss.
what game is it? Alabama game?
Uh,
That's
October 10th.
how many games that is into
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
six.
And
Okay, okay.
coming back, they got Auburn the next week, Florida, Ole Miss, Missouri, South Carolina, Georgia Tech.
Okay. It's not a crazy
No,
schedule,
it's not.
but
Yeah,
you
they
know,
got
guys,
one. It's one
like,
that they can probably take down to the wire.
yeah.
Like Oklahoma should be a good one.
hmm
Vandy might be a good one. I think we'll beat them again. They'll beat Florida. Oh, Miss should be a good one. Missouri. I don't have no faith in South Carolina. I don't like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't got no favorites.
So yeah, them. So let's win them last two. But they got some decent, I guess. Let's see what LSU.
I was like, how
They're
did
looking like.
it's crazy? I'm like, man, you would think, man, Lane got a big year, guys, a big year. You like I said, Lane got a lot of pressure this year, guys.
Yeah, hey. If anybody can handle it, man, I feel like it's Lane. You know, he one of them characters, man. That he okay. They starting off with Clemson. That Clemson man has fallen off a cliff. So this
Oh
would be
yeah,
a
yeah.
statement game for Clemson. I
hmm
feel if they can knock out LSU,
Yeah,
Lane
if
first
LSU
game,
lose that first game,
that'll be
man,
oh
that's
they on Lane head immediately.
man.
Cause you have a Clemson, that Debo don't want to pay the guy.
Yeah,
So,
Dabo. I
we
don't know
want
why Dabo
Dabo,
just don't retire. Dabo just don't retire.
Debo to Dabo. He Debo on the players. He want to keep the money. He want to get paid. He don't want to pay the players.
Dabo just gone retirement. It's a new
Yeah.
college football, man.
So I think if this season don't go well for Clemson, they gonna start having that discussion over there with him.
Yeah, if he ain't win no couple championship, they would have been got rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah, those championships definitely keeping him in that seat. Okay, so after that, Clemson, they got Louisiana Tech, Ole Miss. That's the game. Circle it.
Oh yeah,
Put a
yeah.
star on it. We got to be locked in. I'm locked in to that one. Yeah, that's gonna be one of them ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. That one. That like I said, man, that's gonna be one of those ones. If you in the stadium, but it's gonna be a lot of cussing going on that
Yeah,
whole.
this gonna be like a lot of arrests gonna be made during and after this game.
But say
Yeah,
I
I
can
got
already see folks fighting in the crowd.
yeah, it's crazy. And they got Texas A&M. What's going on? Get that off there. All right. McNeese, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Auburn, Alabama, Texas, okay, Tennessee, Arkansas. All right, so they schedule picks up towards the end.
Yeah, yeah, that was about to say. Yeah, especially like I said, you got to play Bama, Texas. Oh, yeah.
So
Like
yeah,
I
that's
said,
gonna
man,
be
it's some. Hey, like I said, man, we're gonna see how this season shake out, guys. It's
yeah,
because, like I said, man, it's 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 gonna be you'll rather lose a game earlier than later. We've seen that in college football.
yeah.
Lose
Everybody
the
forget
game
about
early,
those. Yeah, everybody
it
forget about
doesn't
those
hurt you as
early
much.
losses, and all is forgiven. Once
Mm-hmm.
you get towards the end, like you all be Alabama to get away with a late loss in the season.
Yep, yep. What you say? Yeah, you gotta be a man. But guys, hey man, school. You got anything you want to talk about Bama football before we get out of here, man?
Man, I'm excited about the defense, man. I think because even them not going 100%, you can still see the flashes
Yeah.
of the talent that's out there. I'm expecting big things from Bijan Lee this year. No fly zone. I don't like that guy. You can see it. He primed for a big year. That he picked off Keelan. I mean, he out there talking to Ryan. Like,
And
hey,
guys, I think this defense will keep us a lot of games that we may would lose. I think this defense is gonna keep us in the win.
yes. So you can see the difference between it with the line and the linebacker core. I think Kane Womack want to switch it up a little bit this year, and you can see
Mhm.
they getting after it because honestly, it looked like they could have had 4 5 sacks on some of the plays, but they was
Yeah,
letting up.
yeah, because yeah, y'all know guys, quarterbacks had on the black jersey, can't hit them. Because it was it was one or two throws that I'm remembering. Like I said, could have been more, but that Keelan, he probably could have been sacked. And I'm
Yeah,
sure the coaches will point out, like, if we was playing and you could hit right there, you probably wouldn't have had
right,
no time to get that ball out.
right. You have to make that decision just a little quicker because you see he had this capability, but you can see those 2 3 plays where you like that might have been,
Yeah,
which is good for us. That means our defense is getting after it, but it
yeah.
still raises this question: is our defensive line just that aggressive now, or are we still having offensive line troubles?
And
So
guys, I like that the O line. It seems like they're getting like one of the best things you can do for O line is y'all all working together for a extended period of time.
yeah,
The O line is struggling when you keep having to move this person. It
right.
seems
All the
like
different
now they kind
pieces,
of got who they
patchwork.
want.
Yeah, making this patchwork line. You don't know who here. This guy trying to switch and play this position was playing this position.
And then it was one play that when I was watching back that I didn't like. It was in the red zone and I think was it the guard
The running play. Yeah,
They missed the nose tackle. He ran through in the running back. He was trying to block him, but it's a
yeah.
nose tackle. Like, of course, like any running back, only you trying to block a linebacker or something. He come through, boom,
Mm,
of course, blow him out the play, but
yeah.
they missed him
Which
because he's
is,
like, look, man,
which
take the
hey,
bigger
I'm
guy.
not going.
Yeah, you like
AK,
take the
AK,
bigger guy.
I understand. AK, I'm not gonna hold that against you.
Yeah, because you like, look, man, I'm not supposed to be going up against like
Right.
take him, lead the linebacker for me. Like you like what? Like he come through 300 some pounds and just knock you out.
Ooh.
You like, man, that was supposed to happen. But guys, hey man, say like man, I ain't got too much more to say, guys. Glad we just like I said, got come in and check in with y'all.
For sure, man. Good episode. Got some good stuff off, man. Ready for the next one, man.
And Bama fans, put in the comments, let me know topics you want to discuss. We probably at some time we'll do a live stream pod, and then let people come in, ask us questions. What y'all thinking about the season, concerns. How y'all feel about the whole quarterback battle, whatever you think. And like I say, so that should be fun.
For sure. Be on the lookout. Our podcast is coming as well.
But
So,
guys, I just want to appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Any Bama fan y'all know, send it to them. Hey, catch you next time.
hey, we out.